Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your patience. This afternoon at 4:07 p.m., the Houston Police Department received a call of a drive-by shooting in the 7100 block of Schley. Our units arrived within 5 minutes at 4:12 p.m. The Houston Fire Department responded at the same time as we dropped call dropped with us, and they arrived 3 minutes later and pronounced one male Hispanic adult has been pronounced dead from gunshot wounds here at the scene, with 2 male Hispanic adults transported to Clear Lake Regional. We are looking for a 4-door silver or gray 4-door sedan, silver or gray, newer model, maybe a Ford. That's all we have, occupied by 2 male black adults. So again, the suspect vehicle we're looking for is a 4-door silver or gray newer sedan, potentially a Ford, occupied by 2 male blacks. Homicide is here on scene. This house, and talking to some of the folks in the neighborhood, is a house that there's some unusual activity going on, and I can tell you that we would characterize it unlawful activity as a potential that was going on in this house, and maybe part of why we had this crime here today. The suspect was last seen driving out of the area right after the gunshots. So if anyone with information on this, please come forward, contact the Houston Police Department. Realize that all we're interested in is getting these murderers off the streets before somebody else gets hurt or killed. Your name can be anonymous. You don't have to tell us anything other than what you know, so our investigators can jump on this and bring some justice to their families. Again, it was 3 male Hispanic adults in the house. It was not a drive-by shooting. It appears that there might even been an exchange of gunfire. That's all part of the investigation. We have firearms in the house and a lot of expended casings. So with that, the investigation's ongoing. It's early on. We are checking the neighborhood, talking to neighbors, and hopefully we'll get a break in this case. I think that, again, there's a high probability that there were some illegal activities going on in this house, and despite how big this city is, how much it's growing, when you're engaged in activity that is dangerous activity, there's questionable activity, you have a higher propensity to end up being involved in a violent crime or the victim of a violent crime. And so, despite all the challenges here, we're still a city of this size. If you're law-abiding, the chances are, and you're not engaging in activity that is can be dangerous, the chance of being a murder victim are still pretty low for a city this size. So with that, I'm going to open up the questions, but just realize that what we're looking for is 2 male black adults in a 4-door gray or silver sedan, newer model, maybe a Ford. With that, I'll open the question.
Chief, did you find drugs in the house?
We have not seen drugs. The fire department was called. There were a lot of bags with almost looked like sandbags with a black substance in them. We weren't sure what it was, and it appears preliminarily that these bags contained a rubber material, some maybe for asphalt. And so we don't know why all those bags were there, but the scene has been rendered safe by the fire department.
And can you clarify, you said it was or was not a drive-by? I'm sorry.
It does not appear to be a drive-by. It appears that the shooting took place inside the house. En español, esta tarde como a las 4:07 p.m., el Departamento de Policía de Houston recibió una llamada que había un tiroteo de un vehículo que pasó y tiroteó a una casa en las 7,000 cuadras de Schley. Los oficiales llegaron en 5 minutos a las 4:12 p.m. y los bomberos llegaron a las 4:15 p.m. Encontramos a 3 hispanos que habían estado tiroteo, le dio los balazos. Uno a las 4:15 p.m. el departamento de bomberos pronunció que había morido, y los 2 otros hispanos adultos, hombres, fueron transportados al Clear Lake Regional Medical Center, que están en condiciones serias, pero esperamos que sí van a vivir. Estamos buscando a 2 afroamericanos adultos que estaban manejando un automóvil de 4 puertas que era gris, y un automóvil más nuevo. 2 afroamericanos hombres, adultos, no sabemos la edad y no tenemos más detalles. La comunidad debe saber que nosotros no estamos interesados si está aquí, si está ilegal o legal. Por favor, si tienen información, por favor adelante, que aquí estamos a sus órdenes. Pensamos que en esta casa puede ver que hayan actividades que son posiblemente, pueden ser actividades que parte de nuestra investigación, que pueden ser actividades que no sabemos si están haciendo cosas ilegales o no, pero al fin del día en esta ciudad, si hay una persona que está responsable, que no está metido en actividades peligrosas, en una ciudad tan grande todavía es una ciudad bastante segura.
¿Qué encontraron dentro de la casa?
Encontramos muchas habas como de este tamaño con un polvo negro que pensábamos que puede ser algo peligroso. Los bomberos llegaron, lo investigaron y es un material para como rubber. ¿Cómo se dice rubber en español?
¿Para asfalto? ¿Goma?
¿Ah?
¿Plástico?
Con un plástico para las carreteras.
¿Encontraron armas y
Hemos encontrado armas de fuego adentro de la casa también con balas que han estado disparadas.
Chief, there's another shooting at Northridge in Jutland. Is it connected to this shooting scene?
We don't, preliminary, we don't think so. We believe that's gang related, but we're not going to rule that out. That'll be part of our investigation because it happened, very shortly. The time frames are very near each other, so that'll be part of our investigation. We haven't ruled it out, but we're not certain. We don't believe so, but we're not going to rule it out just
Are you
yet.
guys still looking into whether or not this one may be gang related?
That'll be part of the investigation. Let's face it, that when it comes to narcotics trade, when it comes to trafficking, whether it's human trafficking, drug trafficking, all kinds of other illegal activities, a big part of that is gangs and drug trafficking organizations. So that is something we're looking into.
And can you talk about how many guns were recovered?
No, I don't have
Several
that number. I just know that we have found at least one firearm where the shooting occurred inside of the residence.
Do you know cuántos tiros?
No, that's part of it. That's too soon to tell. But we do have three victims down, one pronounced here at about 4:15 p.m., 2 transported to Clear Lake Regional Medical Center, one is in surgery, and both are expected to survive, thankfully.
And you said that they're adult males. Can you talk about, possibly how old are they? 19?
I don't have that. Probably mid-20s to early 30s.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have any identification or names or anything else on them yet, but they look to be, the victims look to be anywhere between mid-20s, early 30s, but we'll put more information out as it becomes available.
Chief,
Any other
para
questions?
confirmar, ¿es esa casa la que está aquí en la esquina?
Esa es la casa, por afuera de esa casa va hasta atrás. Sí, es la casa que está en la esquina aquí. Okay?
¿Y ellos vivían allí o nomás estaban?
No sabemos, es parte de la investigación. We don't know these are residents. Neighbors have indicated that there's a lot of people coming and going, and that the activity in that house, sometimes it's suspicious to say the least. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Chief.